What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to take you through a bicep and tricep workout to get you bigger arms. Alright, like I said, take you through a quick arm workout, and the arm workout is going to be 8 different arm exercises. It's going to be 4 for bicep, 4 for tricep, and we're going to superset all of them. For those of you who don't know, superset basically just means that you're going to perform one exercise, and then instead of resting right after the exercise, you're going to go straight into a second exercise, and then you're going to rest after that, and that's one set of your superset. So we're going to go 3 sets of all 4 of these supersets, and that's going to be it for your arms. And we're going to try to stay in the rep range of 10 to 15. I typically like staying in that 10 to 15 range when I'm going arms, just because I like working a little bit more on hypertrophy with my arm workouts, just because the biceps and the triceps, they're a little smaller of a muscle group, so mine at least respond better when I go high rep range versus when I just go a super low rep range and I go really heavy. I end up using other muscle groups because I end up cheating a little bit. So one thing that I have done is these exercises that we're going to be doing is they superset pretty well together. A lot of times it's hard to superset exercises because your gym is busy, so this is you're not gonna have an issue with that if you're doing this one. First exercises are going to be a easy bar curl with an easy bar skull crusher. I'll show you what those are. You probably know what an easy bar curl is, but when you're doing this, you just really want to focus on the way up just as you want to focus, or I should say you want to focus on the way down just as much as the way up. A lot of times people end up forgetting about that eccentric contraction, the negative. They end up curling it up and then dropping it down. They end up curling it up and dropping it down. So when you're doing this, make sure you also have your shoulders back. You want your chest to be out when you're doing this. Curl this weight up, squeeze at the top, return down in a controlled manner. Squeeze up, turn down in a controlled manner. Just like that. Now I'm not gonna do all the reps with you, but after that, like I said, superset, you're gonna go right into an easy bar skull crusher. So here, I'm gonna lay down, and then here what I like to do is drive my elbows back a little bit. That way my triceps are already being engaged. From here, you bend your elbows, drop this down. I like going right behind my head, and then I push that weight back and up. You don't just want to push it up because you're going to end up leading with your elbows. Go down and push the weight backwards and up. Down, backwards and up. Just like that. Again, 10 to 15 reps here. I'm not going to take you through all of them. So you're going to go 10 reps easy bar skull, or 10 reps easy bar curl, 10 reps easy bar skull crusher, and then you're going to rest for about a minute. You're going to do that 3 times. And then we're gonna move into the second superset. All right, the second superset is going to be with a pair of dumbbells only. Still gonna be on this bench here. And what it's going to be is seated hammer curls with a dumbbell. And then you're going to lay down and you're gonna do dumbbell cross-body extensions for the triceps. So I'll show you what those are. The reason I like seated hammer curls, you can do these standing, but the thing with seated is, see how controlled this is? Much more controlled than if I were to stand up and I were to go. Because a lot of times you start doing some curls, you start getting a little bounce going in your knee. So if you sit down, you get rid of that bounce in your knee, and it's all muscle lifting up that weight, no momentum, unless you end up swinging this weight back a little bit, swinging it forward. So try not to do that. Just curl the weight up, return. Curl the weight up, return. Again, 10 to 15 rep range. And then from there, what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop one dumbbell, you're gonna lean back, lay flat, and then you're gonna put this, you're gonna actually face your palm down. So you're gonna pronate your wrist, and then from here what you're gonna do is keep your elbow almost directly above you. If you want to, you can do the same thing with the skull crushers and bring it a little bit across. That way your tricep is under, or it's already being activated before you even start it. Starting there, you're gonna drop your hand down, bending at the elbow, and you're going to extend up, squeezing through your tricep. Really focus on the squeeze here. Drop it down, squeeze through the tricep. Drop it down, squeeze through the tricep. Just like that. I'll show you from the other side. Same thing here. Squeeze with your tricep. Squeeze with your tricep. Squeeze with your tricep. Same thing, 10 to 15 rep range, controlled reps. Focus on keeping tension on the muscle, squeezing out of the top, controlling the eccentric. And that's gonna be superset number 2. All right, the next superset that we're doing is going to be with a cable machine and a rope extension. You want to see what that looks like if you don't know. And basically we're gonna be going rope hammer curls, and then we're gonna superset them with rope tricep extension. Rope hammer curls, just a great bicep exercise. The rope tricep extension is one of the most common tricep exercises. So with here, what you wanna do here is, some people I've seen, sometimes I've seen people grabbing this rope down more closer to the bar, just because they like having it a little more sturdy. Personally, I like going all the way out towards the rubber, just because when I do, and the other thing is you want to make sure that you're leaning back a little bit here and keeping your chest out. You don't want to be hunched over like this and curling up like that. You want to have your chest out, that way you're in a strong position, and you want to curl this weight up. And the reason I like having my hands out towards the rubber is because instead of having it in a fixed position, what I can do is I can turn it up to the top, and I can turn my wrists. I can supinate my wrists a little bit, which means turning them up and in. That way I can get a little better of a contraction with my bicep. So same thing here, is you want to go squeeze up, and then a controlled eccentric. Control it on the way down. Squeeze up, control it on the way down. Squeeze up, control it on the way down. Just like that. Trying to keep your elbow in pretty much the same position the whole time throughout. You don't want to end up going too heavy and going like this. You don't want to be dropping it back. Keep it in the same position. Squeeze up, control it on the way down. Now from there, this pulley machine doesn't go up and down, so I have to actually disconnect it and go up. Then I'm going to get into the rope tricep extensions. I'll probably increase the weight a little bit, just because my triceps can handle a little more. And from here, now on this one, I do like going a little closer up to the metal part of it and not so far down towards the rubber, because I actually do just like focusing on the pushing motion of it. And then because people always talk about how when you're doing tricep extensions, you should really accentuate the turning your wrist at the bottom. But naturally, if you're doing a tricep extension and you're going all the way down, you're naturally going to have your knuckles pointed towards the ground. You're not going to have them up here. They're going to be all the way down, so there's no need to go farther than that. So go from here, squeeze it down, control it up. Squeeze it down, control it up. And what you'll notice is that I'm not going too far up with the weight. The other thing is, you see people bringing it all the way up here, and then what ends up happening is they create a little bit of momentum from here to there, create a little bit of momentum, and it makes it easier to push it down. Versus if you go up and stop just above 90 and then press it back down, there's more tension on your tricep throughout, and it makes it a little harder. Just like that. Control it up, squeeze it down. Control up, squeeze it down. And again, focus on pointing your knuckles towards the ground at the bottom of the rep. Up, controlled, squeeze it down. So again, 10 to 15 rep range, 3 sets, we'll move on to the 4th superset. All right, and the 4th and final superset is going to be, again, with the cables. We're gonna be going, but we're gonna keep it up at the top the whole time. With these, you can use an easy bar or a straight bar. I'm just using a straight bar because it's what I got right now. But what we're gonna be doing is face curls, which is a great bicep exercise with keeping your elbow in front of you, curling it up. And then also we're going to jump up, and then we're going to do turn around actually and go overhead extensions, which is really good for the long head of your tricep because your elbow is elevated. So showing you what I mean, grab this weight right here, drop down to the ground, and then the face curl is getting into a position, keeping your elbows locked in right here. Again, you don't want your elbows going upward or downward or anything like that. So here, curl this towards your face. Lean back a little bit if you want. Curl this towards your face. Same thing, you want to squeeze at the top, really focus on squeezing your bicep, control it back. Squeezing your bicep, control it back. Keeping your elbow in the same spot the whole time. 10 to 15 rep range. Not going to take you through all 10, 15 reps because I don't want to bore you. But then from there, what we're going to do is lift up here, grab this bar, and we're going to take this, extend out, and then here, the elbows locked into position right there. I like to keep them basically just along the side of my head. And then from here, you're going to drop back and you're going to extend out. Drop back, extend out. And one thing to watch out for here is you don't want your elbows to be super wide out here. You don't want to be looking like this. You want to keep them tucked in as much as you can. Squeeze up and make sure your elbows are in the same spot the whole time. You don't want them back, you don't want them forward. It's locked into position, squeezing them in almost as if you have like a rubber band around both elbows, pulling them inward. That's how you would hit the triceps the best. Squeezing, and then right before you lose tension going back, you don't want to go all the way back here, because right here, now my forearm is parallel to the cable, so I've lost tension. From here, I actually want to stop about there, squeeze it out, back right before I lose tension, squeeze it out. Same thing, 10 to 15 rep range, controlling it, 3 sets, and you're done with the whole arm workout. If you guys are looking to get bigger arms, these 8 exercises, especially supersetting them, a great way to shock your muscle into new growth with exercises in a certain order and a certain method that it's probably not used to, which could help your arms grow a little bit. Now, if you are looking for more help with getting in shape, I do have a free body type quiz where you tell us about your goals, your body, and it spits you out this video where it tells you the 3 most important things that you need to be doing based on what your goals are. It's a catered approach to your individual wants and needs, and then it's your decision of what to do after that. But you can get the 3 free tips if you want. Click the link in the description right below this video to go to the body type quiz. Other than that, if you guys like this arm workout, these arm exercises, make sure you're clicking the thumbs up button below. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you're leaving them in the comment section. And then last but not least, make sure you are smashing the subscribe button and the little notification bell next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post a new video. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, real quickly before you go, one last thing. In my last video, the vshred reviews video with the testimonials, I ran a little contest and I said that you had to like the video, you had to watch the video, and you had to comment vshred for life in the comment section, and I was going to be giving away a free t-shirt to somebody, and I just wanted to shout out the winner. It is Daniel Nunez. Thank you for commenting, and also thank everybody for just taking part in the challenge or in the little giveaway. I'm planning on doing more of these as time goes on, so if you're not yet, make sure you are subscribing to the channel and that you are getting notified when I post a new video with the little notification bell. That way, when I do come out with a new video, you're not missing it and you're not missing giveaways like this, because odds are a lot of you didn't watch that last video, which is a really cool video, and if you want to watch it, I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of motivation in it rather than just information, which I think everybody needs a little bit of. But moving forward in the future, if you don't want to miss out on future giveaways like you probably did on this one, then make sure you're subscribing and make sure you're watching all the videos right when they first get posted, because I'm going to keep doing these in the future. So again, congratulations to Daniel. I'm going to be sending you an email about getting your size and what t-shirt, and I'm going to be sending that off to you. So congrats, and see everybody else later.